Hey, Zachy, really glad to share your story with some of the other students. And as always, how about we start it off by having you tell us a little bit about your background and why you even wanted to break into tech sales in the first place?
Absolutely. Thank you, Troy, for having me on just to talk a little bit about my journey and about getting into tech and things of that nature. So, my background really has always been in sales. I've been in entrepreneurship since about 2013, 2014. Started my first company, which was a power washing business, and I'd always been working either in sales or in customer service. So that's where most of my background is. I always like talking to people, networking, building relationships, and things like that. So naturally, sales was a place that I always flourished. I did not necessarily know how to apply all of the training, nor did I have the necessary discipline to apply it all at one time, so many years ago. But through different life experiences and things like that, and just getting older and a lot more discipline, the training definitely came in handy. And being a part of the sales customer service world was something that I really, really enjoyed.
Gotcha, gotcha. So you have this background working, doing your own business, and also working in sales and customer service. At
Yes,
what
sir.
point did you decide you wanted to transition into tech?
Well, okay, so customer service, I had worked at call centers, I had worked at retail stores, I had worked at car dealerships, and I had worked at other retail places as well. And that was a version of sales. And throughout my entrepreneurship journey, I read books like Secrets of a Millionaire's Mind, and different books that talked about the importance of getting into sales. And when you listen to people like Robert Kawasaki and other successful millionaires, they always talk about mindset and specifically also getting into some type of sales, because as an entrepreneur, sales is very important, and that's what you're doing, whether it's a service, whether it's a system, whether it is a product, a physical product like merch or something like that. You're always in the process of selling.
And I'm curious, do you have a bachelor's degree?
No, I don't.
Well, so no bachelor's degree, but you've been working in sales and in customer service and have a really a passion for technology. You find course careers. Did you go through the introduction course?
Yes. So when I first got to the Course Careers website, I started looking around at the website. I was like, okay. And like I said, I've been in technology, social media world for a minute. I know how people create courses and all of the stuff that go on the back end and things like that, what you need to have in order to be able to sell, a good course and have a legitimate course. So I'm looking through the page. I'm like, okay, the website looking good. Okay. So then I'm going through. I said, okay, let me go testimonials, because that's the first thing that you look for when you're trying to see if somebody has a good course and is legitimate. Do they have good testimonials? So I'm going through and I'm looking at testimonials. I said, okay, he got a couple of testimonials. And then I see where you have a free introductory course. So I said, let me take the introductory course. So I started watching the introductory course. You explain your story, how you got into tech sales, talk about your journey and things like that, and then why you decided to create the course and to help people get their foot in the door in the tech industry, because it's not a known thing. And I said, wow, this is definitely an opportunity that I need to take advantage of, because I resonated, number one, with your story. Number two, I was able to see, the value in, after you explain what some of the benefits are of being in tech. And I said, I have to take advantage of this opportunity. So after the free introductory course, I went and I watched some of the testimonials. So I'm looking at the testimonials of different individuals who had came through the course, and the one that caught my eye was when the young lady mentioned that she had finished the course, I believe, in almost like 2 weeks. Like, it's a 3 month intensive course if you just taking your time. But if you really knocking it out day to day, every day you knocking out a piece of the course, you get through all of the curriculum, you can get through it in a very short amount of time and start the internship preparation part. You can start building your resume, everything. Troy sets you up with everything you need to be successful. So you can get to that part after you get to the through the curriculum if you dedicate it and you focus. And the young lady had finished the course in about 2 weeks flat. She finished it. Boom. So she going through the whole internship process and she interviewing with partner companies and things like that. And then she lands a six-figure job for, I believe, Noble for like 125K right out the gate. Fully remote, benefits, the whole nine. I'm like, wow. And then I listened to a couple of other testimonies of people that got jobs that were starting at 75K, 65K, fully remote, great benefits, great health benefits, home office stuff. I mean, when you start searching on LinkedIn and you see some of the benefits that these tech companies offer, which is something that Troy highlights in the course, you highlight in the course, Troy,
Hmm.
it's almost unbelievable you listening to you talk about it, Troy, but then you get on LinkedIn and you see it on these company pages where they have it listed, unlimited PTO. They have it listed, monthly stipend for home office. They have it listed, we'll pay you $40 a month to take care of your gym membership. It's like, yo, this is crazy. So after I watched those testimonials, I was fully convinced it's a wrap. I paid my money and I got right into the course and got started.
Wow, I'm really glad to hear that. So you jump into the course, and how long did it take you to finish the course once you enrolled?
I started the course the last week of July and of
Mhm.
this year, and I finished the course. I'm gonna get the exact date because I started the last week in July, and I finished. I got to the end of the course. I believe it was August the 18th. I had set a date for myself to be finished by the 15th, and I think I finished like the 18th or the 19th or something like that. So I had
Mhm.
completed it 18th or 19th for August. Then I still had to take my test. I had to still had to take my test and then wait for the grades to come back. So I think in
Mhm.
between that time, I think I might have received a passing score around maybe the 26th of August, the 29th or something like that of August when I received the passing score. And then I had access to partner companies and I could start doing my outreach to different companies and to start putting myself out there to, try to get a job.
Awesome. And while you were learning the material, was any of it confusing or difficult?
No, 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 no. You know, if you could go to college, you could take this course. I mean, if you can go to high school and sit through the classes that they have in high school, you can go through this course.
Zachy, do you feel like you learned a lot of new things throughout going through the course?
Yes, absolutely. I think the best part of the course for me was the beginning because once you got through the book, once you read all of the books, that opened up your mind to see everything else in a different light. So once you read, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Spin Selling, and Fanatical Prospecting, it helped to put you in the mindset of a SDR and into tech sales.
That's what I love to hear. And let's hear the number. So you finished the course. How many companies did you interview with?
Okay, so the amount of companies that I interviewed with were, I think I interviewed with only 3 companies. Now, how many applications I
Mhm.
put in, I couldn't tell you because I was literally going down LinkedIn and I'm just applying. Like I'm just applying, applying, applying. I'm pulling in, because everything is already uploaded, so it don't take a long time to fill out to send the application, and to send your
Mhm.
resume. So I couldn't tell you. I probably ran through a bunch of different companies, but I interviewed with 3 companies. It was one partner company that I interviewed with. I interviewed with another network. It was almost more like a network marketing company. And then I interviewed with the current company that I'm with now, CRI Advantage.
Oh, yeah, I know when we were talking, it sounds like a really great company. And can you share with the other students kind of how much you can expect to make in your first year?
In my first year, I can expect to make. I want to say close to 85,000. Because
Wow.
the base is 65. So that and it might be higher because that's just a commission because you get commission for closing the meetings, but then you also
Mhm.
get for scheduling the meetings, but you also get the commission for any deals that are closed on the cybersecurity side. So it's probably higher than that. when you include the commissions. But just with the regular scheduling of meetings, it's about 85,000, and the base is 65,000. So
Yeah. And is it a fully remote position?
fully remote position, a brand new MacBook. I'm also getting some double screens and a mouse and some a wireless keypad that they send, a wireless keyboard that they send in. So the whole home office setup is being taken care of by the company. Is fully remote. Great benefits. They take care of your gym membership. You have I think it's 15 paid holidays. So pretty much every federal holiday is included in that. And then we have some floating holidays as well, Monday through Friday. So, it's definitely good. It's beautiful.
And do you think the information in course careers helped you land this position? Everything from how to do the job, what kind of questions they might ask in an interview, how to prepare, how to set up your resume, LinkedIn profile.
Course Careers has everything from start to finish that you need in order to land a job in tech industry as a SDR. Everything from start to finish. The curriculum, the knowledge base, how to build a resume, how to apply for the job, who to apply to the job through. And I mean, as far as who to email directly as it pertains to hiring SDRs, um, preparation for the interview, preparation for internship. It's all included in the course.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. And that's the usual response I get from other students that very quickly land positions. And the last question is, how do you think your life is going to change now that you can expect to make about 85,000 in your first year and now you're on the tech career path?
I could expect it to only be up from here.
And thanks again for sharing your story with the other students. And as always, I mean, the reason your life transformed is because you watched someone else's testimonial, and now
That's
they're going
right.
to watch yours, and you're going to have a chance at making a difference in other people's lives. So thanks again for sharing your story, Zaki.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you again, Troy, for the opportunity.